We got a YN right now. YN activities. YN activities. A nigga from Berkeley writes the BossMack, they say BossMack. I'm a 21-year-old nigga out here attending UC Berkeley. I'm getting my chili in the tech industry and I drive for Lyft and Uber. Here's my situation. I'm a nigga out here with 2 bitches in rotation. Both my bitches is 20. One lives around the corner from me with her sorors, and the other bitch lives in San Francisco. Here's what has taken place. Right now, I live with 3 other niggas in a 3-bedroom apartment. We live in some student apartments near the campus. My B-day was 2 weeks ago. My bitch that lives near me with her sorors wanted to surprise me for my B-day. But I didn't know how a bitch was trying to surprise me. I knew a bitch was gonna buy me some shit and take me out to eat. But I really didn't know how far a bitch was gonna go with the surprise. So on my B-day, a bitch told me she was getting off work around 8 p.m. and we was gonna hook up like around 9. I was cool with that. I planned on working that day. However, around 9 a.m. in the morning, my San Francisco bitch called me and told me she took the day off work and she wanted to pull up and smoke me out and take me to lunch and bring me a gift. I was like, cool. She pulled up, she brought some gifts. She caught me some J's and some Air Force Ones and smoked me out. During the smoke out, she ended up sucking my dick and a wild session popped off. Here is the twist. My bitch that lives around the corner from me called herself surprising me and sending 2 of her sorors through to put the gifts she bought me in my room and decorate my room with balloons and shit. I'm in there ass naked with my San Francisco bitch delivering some back shots. My roommate was on some bullshit and just let the bitches in the crib and sent the bitches back to my room. My bitch's sorors opened the door, and on my soul, I was balls deep in the pussy about to nut. I turned around, and those bitches had all types of bags and shit in their hands, and their mouth was open. Then they slammed the door and left. I grabbed the towel and ran after the bitches. They was almost to the car when I caught up with them. I didn't know what I was thinking. I tried to beg the bitches not to tell my bitch. And they was like, fuck you, nigga, we snitching. That's my soror, you tripping. And how you out here talking to us and your dick is still hard? You might as well go in there and finish. I was like, let me explain. Them bitches was laughing at me. They said, you got us fucked up. My sorors love you, nigga. My soror loves you, nigga. Look at what she got you. The bitches showed me some of the gifts. She had caught me some Balenciagas and some Tom Ford. And it looked like some Amiri jeans. A bitch had laced me. But they took the shit and left. I went back to the room. And my SF bitch was mad at me for leaving her in the room. So by the time I got back, that bitch was dressed and leaving. I checked my roommate for letting the bitches in. He said he didn't know I was back there with a bitch. Later that night, I was with some of my peoples in another apartment in the building. I had put my phone on silent and ignored all the calls that was coming in because I didn't even want to deal with the drama that I knew that was coming. When I walked outside, the bitch that tried to surprise me earlier that day was out there with her SARS that walked in on me. I tried to walk away from the bitch and she dope fiended me and almost slumped me. I had to fight the bitch to get her off me. I broke free from a bitch while her homegirls restrained the bitch, and I made it to the crib and locked the door. The bitch came and started stomping my door. I thought the bitch was gonna break the shit in. My roommates was in the living room playing PlayStation. They was shocked. After about 5 or 6 hard kicks, a bitch stopped. I think the police was out there. After a while, I went out there and the bitches was gone. I ignored the bitches' calls for a few days. Then like 3 days ago, I finally picked up. When a bitch called me and the bitch said she loved me and she can't believe I shitted on her like that. I told her even though her people caught me fucking, I still loved her. That shit was like an accident. It was fucked up the way it went down. Then the bitch told me she still had the gifts for me. BossMack, would you let a bitch back? Hit the like button. That's some good college. That's some good college shit right there. That's what happens to you in college. That's college. That's YN college shit right there. You gotta go through shit like that in college, man. As a Y, you gotta have those experiences, man. You gotta have those experiences. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have those experiences. Now, let me say this off the rip. I want to point out some shit about this whole episode. To the YN right there. Let me tell you. Bitches always need to know that you have other bitches, right? They need to know, right? They need to know that you're capable of having other bitches, right? But then another crucial thing I want to point out is living with 3 other niggas is always a handicap to game. living with other niggas is always a handicap to game, right? Cause see, your roommate say he didn't know you had a bitch back there, right? But it should be protocols in place, right? Before you let bitches back here, you need to come and check with me. You need to come and check with me. There's bitches here for you. You know what I'm saying? So, bottom line, even though your roommate said he didn't know you had a bitch back there, he hated on you. He probably knew the bitch was back there and was like, fuck it. He getting some pussy. I'm mad I'm not getting no pussy. And that's the problem with having roommates. I call when you have roommates, you got a hate mate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Cause no matter what, niggas facilitated the explosion. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, see, like, I could understand now, you know, when a bitch get violent in that scenario, I understand that more than I'm like the Sha'Carri at the airport shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, see, if her homegirls saw you fucking, you know what I'm saying? You know. The homie, your roommate, hated. This is why you gotta live in your own shit. See, when you live in your own shit, it would have been impossible for that to happen. That wouldn't have happened. But I know living in your own shit is expensive and difficult and shit, but living in your own shit, that wouldn't have happened. And then strict protocols. Strict protocols when bitches come over. You come and make sure that I gotta authorize a bitch to come in. You gotta receive authorization. Don't just let bitches in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta receive authorization. So roommate hated. That's hate mate. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't lied about it. You know what I'm saying? You know. That's what that was. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. That's what that was. You know what I mean? Niggas hate it. Niggas hate it. And then lied. Now I don't know what the balance is within the house as far as who think they the toughest, you know, cause then you always got that balance when you got roommates, you got niggas that think they tougher than you and all this and all shit. You know, niggas might think they tougher than you, so a nigga just lie and be like, I ain't worried about nothing happening. You know what I'm saying? But why would you just let bitches in? You know what I'm saying? See, niggas be rejoicing. Niggas be rejoicing when they see your pimp world crumbling. You know what I'm saying? They see you with all this drama. Niggas rejoicing. But on the flip side of that, bitches saw you fucking. You know what I'm saying? And that, depending on how the bitch you was if the bitch you was fucking looked really good, you know what I'm saying? Bitches saw you fucking. That's live porno shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's embarrassing to they homegirl. She done went all out for you. You know what I'm saying? And bitches. Most bitches that go to Berkeley be having money. She got you some Balenciagas and some shit. Hey. So, if a bitch wants to give the gifts, I would receive the gifts. I would receive the gifts. I would. But here's the thing. If you fuck with that bitch, you gotta know that she owe you one. You gotta know that she owe you one. She owe you one. She owe you one. She owe you one. You gotta know she owe you one. You can't. You gotta expect the owe you one. You know what I'm saying? She owe you one. But hey, I know it sounds crazy, man, but bitches saw you fucking. They saw. That's a they saw you. They saw the dick. They saw the dick. You know what I'm saying? They saw the performance. And they was on their way over there to deliver gifts. You know what I'm saying? So, you really, you know what I'm saying? It's really like a bad good thing, but your niggas hate it though. Don't take your eye off of that. Don't take your eye off of your niggas hated on you. Whoever that nigga is that let them bitches in, that lied and said that he didn't know, you really can't trust, bro. That's your enema. That's your enema. That's your enema right there, nigga. That's your enema right there, nigga. For sure. For sure. You need to think about the bitches that he fuck with. Do he got bitches like that? Even if he do, he still hated. Blue ribbon player shit would have been like, y'all bitches want to come. Hold on, let me go see if a nigga back there. Hold on, let me go see if a nigga back there. Yo! Hey, man, let me holler at you right quick. Are you in there with a bitch? Oh, man, there's some bitches at the door right quick, man. He ain't here. I thought he was here. He ain't here. You know what I'm saying? Nigga talking about going back there. They, Hit the like button. So that's your enema. Yeah, man. be mindful of, you know what I'm saying? Be mindful of, you know.